What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. And right now I want to talk about Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 3. I have been with this show since the beginning. Since Season 1 and it was on YouTube Red, I have been watching. I was excited about this show a year or so before they even released it on YouTube Red. When they announced it and they said William Zabka and Ralph Macchio were coming back for a show called Cobra Kai, I was pumped. I grew up on the Karate Kid movies, so this show was something that I was kind of inherently going to be a fan of as long as it was even remotely good. And those first couple seasons were great. And that greatness of the first couple seasons carried me through to the show, carried me through the entire show. And one thing about this show is, while none of the seasons quite hit the level of season 1 and season 2, the show was consistently good. Every season, all 6 seasons, were good. And they were all entertaining. And they all had great fan servicey moments, and they all had great fights, and they all had, great drama between the leads and great drama between the teenage characters. This was a show that was consistently good. Season 6 was the worst season out of all of them, even though it was a good season and I enjoyed it. It was the worst season. I'm going to do a Cobra Kai ranking video where I rank the 6 seasons soon. So spoiler alert, season 6 is the worst. But these last 5 episodes, I would put right up there with the best of Cobra Kai. These last 5 episodes were great. And when I say that, I really mean probably the last 3 or 4. The first episode of Season 6, Part 3 really was kind of just picking up the pieces left behind by the Sekai Taikai, right? And trying to establish where we're going from here. But once they set that direction, and once things got into motion, this season just kept firing on, this part of Season 6 just kept firing on all cylinders. Those last 4 episodes were at breakneck speed. They were fun, tied up a lot of loose storylines. Every character, every main character anyways, had a great moment, and it was truly, these last few episodes was just a phenomenal redemption arc for Johnny Lawrence, where his entire story, dating back to the first Karate Kid movie, his entire story comes full circle. He gets that great redemption moment, and at the end, him and Daniel are friends, they're peers, and they are working together. I can't say enough about how much I like this. It was a great ending for Miguel's character. Great, again, full circle as far as Miguel's concerned, where he started at season 1 of Cobra Kai to where he ends up now. This was the perfect way to end his character. And oddly enough, I know a lot of people didn't like the decisions that they made with Robbie and with Sam. I think both of their stories ended in the perfect way. Based on who these characters are and what we know about them, both their characters ended perfect. Tori, again, perfect ending for her character too. Great fight at the end with Raina Vallandigham. What was her name? Zeta, I think the character's name was. But just great ending to all these different main characters. They all had their moments. They all had their character arcs come to very satisfying conclusions. And the legacy of Cobra Kai survived, and at the end it becomes clear why this show was called Cobra Kai and not Miyagi-Do or not something else. It's called Cobra Kai because this was the Cobra Kai dojo itself gets a huge character arc, where at the end, when we end where Cobra Kai is at, it's the perfect ending for this dojo. Very satisfying end to John Kreese and Terry Silver. Maybe a little over the top dramatic, an attempt to be theatrical when they maybe didn't have the budget to do it. I saw what they were going for and I respected it very much with the John Kreese and Terry Silver ending. John Kreese, speaking of John Kreese, him and Johnny had a great ending to their relationship as well. Um, they both had a moment together where their entire relationship dating back to the first Karate Kid, all that emotional payoff happens in one scene. And it might have been my favorite scene of season 6 for sure, but one of my favorite scenes of the whole series was that scene between Johnny and Kreese. And just all the emotion from 30 years of karate and surrogate father who's failed the surrogate son. All this just building up to this moment. It really was a great moment in the show, but it was also a great moment of acting between William Zabka and Martin Kove. So I can't say enough about how much I like these last few episodes. Like I said, season 6 is not, it's by far my least favorite season of Cobra Kai, but those last few episodes, right up there with my favorite episodes ever. Great fan service, but also just great storytelling. And Cobra Kai is a show that I will go back and rewatch at least once a year, for quite a while, just because I enjoy it that much, and the storytelling was that engaging and that rewarding to sit through 6 seasons. You know, as a fan, you felt rewarded at the end. So many shows do a terrible job of sticking the ending, right? Sticking the landing. You know, you think of Game of Thrones, you think of How I Met Your Mother. You know, you think of all these shows that just they couldn't end it. It was bad, and the ending kind of leaves a stain over the rest of the show. That's not the case here. In this show, the ending elevated the show. So loved the last part of season 6, and I love the show. So I'm going to be doing a ranking of the 6 seasons of Cobra Kai. I'm also going to rank my top 10 favorite characters from all 6 seasons, and those videos will be out soon. But I wanted to get this one out as soon as I could. So, Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3, what did you think of it? Did you like it as much as me? If so, let me know in the comments down below. Heck, you can let me know even if you hated it, right? Let's have a conversation about it. While you're down there commenting, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.